What's up everybody, Travis again from App Sessions, and today is an awesome day because DJ Tech Tools has released yet another members only newsletter. And again, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the newsletter, you will see that they're giving away another free sound pack. This week is from Mad Zach and it's called Dissonant Bliss. What I'm going to do right now is teach you how to download and prep these files to work on IMPC Pro on your iPad, because they're not going to work immediately. You have to prep them a little bit. And I'm going to show you how to set up the 16 grid on the sound pads in IMPC Pro, or how I like to set them up to get a good feel. And then after that, we're going to mess around and see if we can't get some good beats out of this new sound pack. And I've not heard it yet. I've been saving this all day long for this video. So let's get started. I'm so excited. First thing I'm going to do at the bottom of this email is I'm just going to download the WAV files, and they're downloading here. It's about 30 megabytes, so it'll take a few seconds depending on your internet speed, obviously. Okay, now that they've downloaded, I'm going to find them. And where are they? Where are you? Here we are. Okay, so we have them opened right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create another folder. I'm just going to call it 16. Now what's going on right here is you'll notice that if I hit information, all of these tracks are 24 bits. And that's great, it's high quality and it'll be good for a more professional use, but for the iPad and for specifically IMPC Pro, that's going to be too high. So what I have to do, I'm going to get all these waves and open them in iTunes. Okay, we're going to see right here all of the tracks that we just put into iTunes. Now before we do anything with these tracks, let's go over here to iTunes, Preferences, and then go to right here in General, Import Settings. Now this will likely be set to AAC, set it to WAV, set it to Wave Encoder, and that's what we're going to do right now. Is we're going to highlight these all and right click, can create wave version. Now this will process the wave file and turn it into a 16-bit file as opposed to a 24-bit file. Now I'm going to delete these 24-bit files. I don't need them anymore, and grab these 16 bits and I'm going to drag them into that 16-bit folder that I created earlier, just like that. Now instead of this 24-bit file that we started with, we have these 16-bit files, which are downsampled a little bit, but they're going to work better with our iPad. Okay? Now that we've done that, I'm going to plug in my iPad. Just 1 second while that happens. I'm going to open my iPad. I'm going to go to Apps, and then down here at File Sharing, I'm going to choose IMPC Pro. Now on the right, you'll see a bunch of other files that are already loaded into my IMPC Pro, and we're going to be adding to these. But you know how I named them here with prefixed names? That's going to group them a little bit better and not going to make them kind of so hard to find when they're in a big list with other sound packs. So before I import them into IMPC Pro, I'm going to go into my sounds here and just do some quick renaming. So this is called Mad Zach's Dissonant Bliss. I'm going to rename it to MZ Dis Bliss or something like that. Okay, now that they're all renamed, I'm going to open them in this right-hand dialog, add. That'll be in my downloads, Mad Zach 16, and I'm just going to select them all. Alright, looks like they're all there, and we're ready to look at how to import these sounds onto the individual pads in IMPC Pro. Okay, now that we have the sounds inside of the app, we need to set the sounds to each one of these pads so we can strike. So I have just a blank template loaded. There's no pads. You can see that it says my new track, which means there's no sounds on it, anything right here. So what I need to do is find the sounds. I'm going to go into Program, and by default it's in Parameters. I want to go to Sounds. Now once I'm in Sounds, I'm going to go to My Sounds, And then down here is a folder called iTunes File Transfer Bank. And these are going to be all of those ones that we saw on the iTunes interface just a second ago, all of the different sound packs. So if I scroll down far enough, here's Disc Bliss right here, the ones we all named. Now that's one way to find them. And the other way, which is probably better, is to go to search and just type in DIS. All right. Now that's enough just to pull up all 16 of the sounds right there, and it won't be as kind of cluttery with the other sounds. So what I want to do is now map out or kind of imagine how I want to put the sounds on these 16 pads. We have 16 sounds, 16 pads. What's the best way to organize ourselves right here? Okay, so what I like to do is start in this area with kind of foundational sounds like the kick drum, the hi-hat, the crash right here, maybe right here, and then right here on the other side of my hand, I'm gonna put a snare. So this is gonna be the foundational movement. You may have seen other videos that I do, kind of like just right here, put in the hi-hat. So I want to put the kick right here. I'm just gonna drag it on. Very good. Now this sound pack apparently comes with an alternate kick. I'll put that right here. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to look for a snare. Kick high counter. Huh, a high counter. That's cool. So there's like 3 kicks in this pack. Interesting. There's a snare right there. Clap analog. Okay, so I'll put clap analog right here in number 3, and then I'll put a high snare at number 4. That's really interesting. Okay, and then let's put, I want to put like a shaker here on number 6. And for number 7, I'll put this little ambient waka sound right here. Alright, and then I have a few bass lines here. I think I saw 2 of them. So bassline destroy, I'll put that on 9, and then where is the other bassline? Bassline destroy 2, I'll put that on 10 so I can alternate. Interesting. And then I want to kind of reserve these areas for, well, actually I think I saw 4 of these, right? Dissonant Bliss. Are these ambient? Huh, kind of like guitar shredding or something. I'll put this on 1, 2, 3, and number 4 goes on 16. Okay, so you see I kind of have like this kind of architecture where I can like jump from foundational sounds to more experimental kind of like texture. What did I do? Oh, to pad B. So I can jump from like foundational rhythm to pads and kind of like ambience and textures up here. Interesting. All right, we have a off-kilter ambient. Did I already put that in here? I'll put that on 12. And hopefully sounds good for 11. And a zipline. good. I like for number 8 here, this pad is really kind of great for me. I like to use it for like a pause. So if I'm doing the rhythm, kind of do like a little hey. Snare drum is interesting. It's really noisy. Which one is the ambient clap? Right here. Interesting. Okay, so we have our sounds here all mapped out. There are some things that we would probably want to like mess with the attributes of the sound. So for example, no, that's good. All right, right here you see how these can all play on top of each other. That can get messy pretty fast. So what we want to do is set these to mute. So right now they're in the poly group. Poly means that multiple pads in this group can play on top of each other. But if you switch them over to the mute group, which means they'll mute each other. So watch. Now, those all bleed together as well, so I'm going to put those in the mute group. Whoa. That was unexpected. I think it's interesting that I have three kick drums right here. The snare is really noisy, and the clap is more of a I don't know, because the snare is so noisy I wouldn't rely on it too much. I don't know, I'm just kind of making assumptions right now without kind of getting into it. But so let's say we have our pads laid out how we want them and we like them like this. We want to save it, so we're going to go into sounds and press save program, and we'll call this, what is it called? Disbliss. Done. Okay, that's it. We still have 3 more banks on this kind of sound pack right here, but
You know what might help this little snare drum right here, because it just goes on so far. Is if we go into program and set it on to hold. Now it'll only make a sound as long as we're touching the pad. So that way you can get those little sharp beats out of it, but also you can hold for like drama. Anyway,
This is the sound pack from DJ Tech Tools. It's called Mad Zach's Dissonant Bliss Pack. It's for free if you're a subscriber of their newsletter, and I recommend it. You can't beat free, guys. This has been fun. I hope you learned how to put this junk on your iPad and do some awesome stuff. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please check out my other videos and subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. See you next time.